All right, let's just jump right in. Imagine this for a second. It's the year 2026. The whole world of streaming, it's completely changed. Netflix's algorithms are now so incredibly powerful that they influence something like 70% of what we watch. They're not just recommending shows, they're literally shaping our tastes. And yeah, it's a super seamless, personalized experience, but it's coming with the hidden cost, one we're really only just starting to wrap our heads around.
And that right there, that's the central question we're tackling in this explainer. If we keep heading down this road, where do we end up? Are we just trading real human connection for convenience? Trading community for curation? It's a pretty heavy thought, right? And it's exactly what we need to unpack.
So, first up, let's look at the problem head-on. How is it possible that as our content libraries get infinitely bigger, our shared cultural world somehow feels like it's shrinking?
I mean, remember that? The buzz at work, or texting a friend about that huge plot twist from last night, from that one big show that everyone was watching. It kind of feels like a distant memory now, doesn't it? Well, there's a very specific, very technological reason for that.
Yeah, this isn't just about getting slightly different recommendations anymore. We're talking about fundamentally separate media universes. The AI is now so advanced that the trailers you see, the little summaries you read, the shows it pushes to your homepage, it all creates a viewing experience that is 100% unique to you and only you.
Okay, so to get how we got here, we've got to look under the hood at the engine that's driving all this. And it's not just a simple recommendation system. Oh no, it's more like a custom-built bubble creation machine. And why build it? Simple. It is unbelievably effective at keeping you subscribed by making sure you, personally, are always engaged.
And this is where it gets kind of wild, just how sophisticated this whole process is. So it starts by gathering data on everything, every click, every pause, every time you rewatch a scene, but then it goes deeper. The AI isn't just predicting what you'll like, it's actually modeling your emotional responses. From there, it generates custom trailers and plot summaries just for you. And finally, it just keeps serving you more of what it knows will keep you watching, tightening that bubble a little more each time.
And these are the actual tools it's using to do it. We're talking about trailers that are recut just for you, show descriptions rewritten to match your interests. It's even adding shows to your My List before you've even heard of them. And of course, it's always pushing its own original content and nudging you to continue watching down some hyper-specific subgenre rabbit hole it knows you're into.
The result of all this is a massive cultural shift. You can see it plain as day. Back in the day, TV was a shared experience. We all watched on a schedule, which created these massive cultural hits and those water cooler conversations. But today's Netflix, it's an individual experience, totally on demand, which creates these intense but separate niche fandoms. The end result is what you might call curated isolation. So what does it actually feel like living inside these personalized content bubbles? Well, it's a world that's absolutely overflowing with content, but it's strangely missing a center. Just think about that number for a second. A million different, passionate, engaged fandoms. And that sounds amazing, right? But the side effect is that with everyone off in their own little silo, there's no single overarching cultural conversation anymore. We've lost the zeitgeist, that spirit of the times that a huge TV show used to create for all of us.
And this is all being fueled by Netflix's own production strategy. By dumping tons of money into a massive volume of localized and super specific genre content, they're actively making this fragmentation worse. It's like a fire hose of new releases, all the time, which means no single show really gets enough oxygen to capture a global audience for long.
This brings us to this classic psychological idea called the paradox of choice. You would think having endless options would make us more adventurous viewers, but in reality, when we're faced with way too many choices, even ones that are perfectly tailored for us, we tend to freeze up. We get decision paralysis, and we just default to what's easy, what's familiar, which ends up being that same narrow path the algorithm has already paved for us.
So this is the really crucial question, isn't it? Are we just becoming passive content consumers instead of active cultural participants? When the algorithm does all the heavy lifting of discovery for us, our role in the whole thing can start to feel, well, not very active at all.
But listen, it is not all doom and gloom. Now that we understand how the bubble is built, we can actually start talking about how to pop it. Intentionally, actively.
This is the key question for us as viewers. If we actually value shared experiences, we can't just sit back and wait for the platform to serve them to us. We have to take an active role in going out and finding them. So what does that actually look like?
All right, here are a few anti-algorithm strategies. First off, intentionally watch what your friends are watching, even if Netflix says it's not for you. Basically, start trusting people more than platforms. Actively go look for the shows that are creating that real-world buzz. And maybe the most important one, you be the one to start the conversation. Don't wait for someone else to do it.
Which leaves us with this one final, really big question to think about. The algorithm is an incredibly powerful tool, there's no doubt about it. But it's designed for individual engagement, not for building community. So as we move forward, we have to decide. Are we going to let the code write our cultural story for us, or are we going to take back the pen ourselves?